Alice, come back here for a second. Diane, stand up for a second. Michelle, stand up for a second. I think I got our cantors here, right? So this is the last time, Ophelia, this is the last time they're going to hear the Alleluia thing, right? Right? And they look tired today, didn't they, Alice? You're up there singing your heart out. Ophelia's playing her heart out, right? So let's do the Alleluia, because you're not going to hear it again for until Easter. I see the look of excitement on your faces, right? But the best way to shake off the winter blahs and the blues, right? This Alleluia, it's a fun word. What's the word? Alleluia. What's the word? Alleluia. You now know the words to the whole song, right? Right, so we got cantor 1, cantor 2, cantor 3. You get the idea where this is going? And I know at noon mass, you often sit back and beautifully let Alice and Ophelia and Diane and Michelle kind of sing for you, yes? Yeah. Yes? You can tell me the truth. I know it's church. If you're saying no, I'm telling you it's yes, right? So this is the last time you're going to get to do the Alleluia thing for 40 days. I see the look of disappointment in your face. You ready, Ophelia? Are you ready, Alice? You drive that section, you drive that section, you drive the front, and I'll go to stand next to the people that are not singing. How does that work, right? Ready? With joy. With joy. Here we go. And for the kids.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Much better.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Lord, your servant is listening. You have the words of everlasting
Here we
life.
go, full voice.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Tell me that just didn't feel better, right? Tell me that just didn't feel better, right? Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you. Now I know some of you are exhausted today because you've been doing all these Valentine's celebrations, whooping, hollering, screaming, and shouting till midnight last night, yes? Don't raise your hand. Who got the flowers? Who got the cards? Who got the candy, right? Steve. He's got nudged here, right? And then on social media, you are supposed to now share your love story all over the place. Did you catch that? They were really trying to prod people. Share your love story, right? But the wise ones like Steve here, who got 3 elbows, he's sitting there thinking Father Bob, real love has nothing to do with cards, candy, flowers, and going on Facebook and telling your love story. That, honey, is why I didn't get you any of those. See how wise he is? And down deep, now not that the cards, the candy, and the flowers are wrong or bad, but you're sitting here today because you and I both know that real love has nothing to do with those type of things. Now again, they're not wrong or bad. But the gospel today has everything to do with real love. The gospel is an amazing love story. Now you're sitting there thinking Brother Bob, there's a guy with leprosy. How is that a love story? Here's why. You have to connect the first reading to the beginning of the gospel. So repeatedly you heard in that first reading, unclean, 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 not worthy. The people with leprosy were literally pushed out. They were the unlovable ones. And it's to that guy who approaches Jesus and says, if you wish, you can make me clean. Translate, if you wish, you can love me. What does Jesus say next? I do will it be made clean. Less important are the words, and more important in that dialogue That short, simple exchange is the recipe, the heart, what is central to true love. True love is a choice. It's a choice that God needs to make for us every day, over and again, and a choice that we need to make for the Lord and for one another over and over and over again. True love has nothing to do with the sweet, sentimental things, although not wrong or bad. It is a choice that we need to make over and over again. And the power of the gospel story is Jesus didn't choose to love him because he was perfect, they were having a good day, and everything was bright and sunny. Jesus chose to love him, us, in those most unlovable moments. But at the heart of this, and at the heart of true love, it is a choice we need to make. That's really the heart of the second reading, too. Whatever you do, choose to do it for the Lord in the name of the Lord. And whether we're talking about your spouse, or your children, or your family members, or any relationship that you're in, and especially for the Lord, at the heart of real love is a choice, is a decision that we need to make each day over and again, 1,000 times over. Not because they're perfect, not because everything is right in the land, not because it's sunny and blue skies. That's why the gospel today is the most amazing love story. In the unclean unworthiness, there was an approach and an embrace, a choice that they made. And that's where the leper really needs to be a role model for each of us. He brought himself to the Lord. Basically, what he was saying was, Lord, I choose to love you. Will you choose to love me back? And imagine if for the next 40 days of Lent, we followed the example of a leper and said, Lord, I choose to love you. My priority, my heart's desire is to love you. What do you think the Lord is going to say back to that? And for the next 40 days, you're going to hear a simple, beautiful song, familiar. Only this I want, but to know the Lord. Can you imagine what will happen in your life if for 40 days, simply for 40 days of Lent, that was your deepest prayer and desire? Like the leper, Lord, I want to know you. Lord, I choose you. Lord, you are the priority and the passion of my life. Can you imagine? And you're going to remember and you're going to hear the song over and again. Can you imagine what will happen in your life, in your marriages, in your homes, if that is our heart's deepest desire only for 40 days? But for 40 days. Because today's gospel is a powerful love story. In the most unworthy, unclean, difficult moment, the leper, a role model for us, says, Lord, I choose you. Will you choose me back? And pray, fervently pray that simply for 40 days, that the one thing you want most is to know, to love the Lord.
so to wear the crown